Good afternoon, graduates, guests and everyone joining us for this special occasion. My name is Kenny McInnes, Principal of Forth Valley College, and I am absolutely delighted to welcome you all here to our second of 3 graduation events being held here at our Falkirk campus today. Before we go any further, can I just take a moment to highlight that you'll be pretty pleased that we've not planned a fire alarm during the ceremony. Makes sense. But if you do hear it, it's the real deal, and there are fire exits round the periphery of the room, so please make your exit. Now to the main event. Our graduation ceremonies have always been the highlight of our academic year, and I look forward to them each session. They are a fantastic opportunity to celebrate the hard work and the success of our students, and I hope you will all treasure the memory of this ceremony for years to come. Personally, I am delighted to see you all receive your scrolls today, and I am fully aware of the hard work and the dedication that you've shown throughout your time here. I myself started as an engineering apprentice at the Falkirk College of Technology, just 100 yards from where we are today in 1985, and I know what you're thinking, God, he looks good. 40 years since I started working, quite amazing. But my experience at college was totally transformational, and I recognise its ability to open opportunities to many different pathways and a range of highly successful careers. I would not be standing here today as a principal of this amazing college without that experience and the opportunities that are opened for me personally. I hold so much value in the time that I spent at college and the support that I received as I started my career journey. Therefore, I fully appreciate what it's taken for you to be here today, and you should be immensely proud of what you've achieved. Before I start, I would like to move on to some formal introductions. On my left at the top table is our guest of honour, keynote speaker Mark Summers, CEO of our employer partner Celtic Renewables. Mark, on behalf of everyone at the college, I am delighted that you this afternoon's proceedings by delivering Outstanding Achievement Awards and also delivering your keynote speech, so thank you. Next to Mark is Dr. Abhishek Agarwal, our Chair of Forth Valley College Board of Management, and then fellow board member Phil Harris, who will bring our ceremony to a close later by delivering our vote of thanks. Sitting next to Phil is the person who's probably got the most important job today, which is Dr. Vary Hay, who's the Director of Curriculum for STEM and Construction, and Vary will be calling out the names of our graduates this afternoon. Then behind me, and to my left and my right, are some of my colleagues from the college, members of the Board of Management, representatives from our leadership management team, and teaching and corporate services departments. Within the audience, we are also delighted to welcome some key partners of the college and also the sponsors of our Outstanding Achievement Award today, so thank you. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of the college staff for their work and dedication to our students and for the significant contribution that you make to the college's ongoing success. However, the stars of today's ceremony are you, our graduates. Today, we are proud and delighted to celebrate your hard work and your success. Although I've attended many of these occasions in my various roles within the college, each year I take the chance to reflect on the importance of our graduation ceremonies. These events give us an annual opportunity to publicly recognise your success. And it should never be underestimated just what it means for our students to get here and the true sense of achievement that this success brings. And what an achievement it is. This year, we are delighted to have around 750 people graduating in a wide variety of different qualifications, including higher national qualifications, degrees and professional qualifications. Today is all about celebrating these achievements, and you, the students, should all feel extremely proud about reaching such a major milestone in your learning journey. While the past few years have brought their share of challenges and continue to do so, both at our college and the wider college sector, particularly in terms of financial pressures, it is important that we remain optimistic. It is during times of challenge that we see the resilience of our staff and students, and they highlight what a great college this really is. These moments are a testament to the strengths of our students, staff and partners, and they highlight why graduating from Forth Valley College, consistently recognised as one of Scotland's leading colleges, is something to be incredibly proud of. Earlier this year, Forth Valley College became the first college in Scotland to undergo a tertiary quality enhancement review conducted by the Quality Assurance Agency. This review is part of the Scottish Funding Council's new Quality Assurance and Enhancement Framework for all colleges and universities in Scotland. It involves a robust review process to assess how well organisations support their students and maintain high academic standards. And I'm delighted to share that the final report from our review confirmed that we achieved the highest possible outcome, recognising our excellence in managing academic standards, enhancing the quality of the learning experience and enabling student success. This outstanding result reflects the exceptional commitment and professionalism and hard work of our staff across the college, and we are all incredibly proud of this achievement. The college also leads the sector in being one of the biggest trainers of modern apprentices in Scotland, and our popular school partnership programmes with our local high schools are much admired across the country. Not only that, but the figure I'm probably most proud of is that approximately 97% of our students successfully progress to employment or university upon completion of their course at Forth Valley College, and I'm sure you'll agree these are very impressive outcomes. Forth Valley College is also engaged in both of our local city region deals, the Stirling and Clackmannanshire City Region deal and the Falkirk and Grangemouth Growth deal. That's a combined investment of £300 million across both city deals over 10 years, and it will strengthen the local economy and infrastructure within Forth Valley and will help create jobs over the coming years. As part of the Falkirk and Grangemouth Growth deal, which was officially signed in November last year, the college is taking the lead on a new £4 million Skills Transition Centre project based here at the Falkirk Campus, bringing together partners to develop the skills needed to support future skills and also to transition to net zero. But these are only a few of the small examples of the excellent work happening across the college. All our graduates here today have shown determination, resilience and a real commitment to their studies. That is why you, our students, are the core of what we do. And it is the success of everyone here today that makes us a successful college, and we make learning work together. For us at the college, it has always been and always will be a team effort. We all have a role to play in ensuring each student leaves Forth Valley with the skills ready for the world of work. But of course, we must never forget the help of friends and family who have encouraged and supported you all on your college journey and are here today to see you graduate. But having thanked everybody with a role in your learning, at the end of the day, it is you who have been ultimately responsible for your own success. And it is this success that we celebrate here today. So, if I can take a brief moment, I'd also like to take this opportunity to offer some advice from my own experiences. So I'm going to be a bit self-indulgent here, so bear with me. Please take every opportunity you can to expand your learning and your skills through your life, and grasp every opportunity that comes your way. Always treat others with respect, the way you would want to be treated yourself, and never ever burn your bridges. But most importantly, as you move in your careers, always make sure you give back and support the learning of the next generation coming through after you. I want you to think about how you were supported to grow and develop. And this will ensure that our society moves forward, grows and flourishes, which will ultimately benefit us all. Now, I'm confident that you all have exciting futures ahead, and that your time at Forth Valley College has helped you achieve the qualification skills and experience you need for your next steps. So to conclude, please remember, learning never stops. I know you're thinking, oh come on, I'm still a graduate. But it doesn't, it's lifelong, and you have to have that mindset. As you set off on the next stage of your journey, keep going with your energy and your enthusiasm for learning. Take every chance to gain new skills and undertake training. And I can guarantee you will reap the benefits. And so I would like to congratulate each and every one of you. Enjoy your day, and most of all, enjoy the company of your friends and family here to celebrate with you. Thank you. real fog in my throat, I do apologise. So we now move on to the main event this afternoon, the graduating of our students. And I'd like to now ask Dr. Vary Hay, Director of Curriculum for the Department of STEM and Construction, to come forward and support me in graduating our students.
Department of STEM and Construction plus HNC in Childhood Practice, HNC Civil Engineering, Alexander Davidson. HNC Construction Management, Sam Cole. Blair Fuld. Warren Montgomery. Callum Orr. Rachel Dunn. HNC Fabrication, Welding and Inspection, David Marshall. Amy McKean. HNC Measurement Control Engineering, Chris Laird. HNC Mechanical Engineering, Jessica Dawn. Cami Hamilton. Ryan Hanley. Tommy Jones. HND Applied Biological Sciences, Chloe Baird. HND Applied Chemical Sciences, Demi Jane Gray. HND Electrical Engineering, Neil Coleman. Alex Cree. Daniel Mitchell. Robin Thompson. HND Mechanical Engineering, Daniel Wilson. HND Industrial Biotechnology, Keith Lanigan. PDA Carpentry and Joinery, Jude Fell. Aaron Jameson. And from the Department of Care, Sport, Business and Communities, HNC and Childhood Practice, Courtney Armitage. Claire Brown. Callie Clayton. Jennifer Daly. Lauren Duffy. Sylvia Ellick. Lisa Finley. Eloise Godley. Julie Green. Pauline Haslam. Amy Kaler. Rebecca Kennedy. Megan Knight. Samantha Knight. Jean-Marie Karinsky. Becca Lister. Teresa McDowell. Dougal, sorry. Demi McFadden. Megan McFarlane. Aisha Masood. Emma McEwen. Deanie Melvin. Tommy McGrail. Shanshu Wong Nishan. Ellie Patterson. Alex Pola. Emily Pollock. Rebecca Rowland. Yulia Shavoshenko. Gemma Scott. Abby Simpson. Ellie Sinclair. Thank you. Yvonne White. Kenny, thank you for presenting the certificates. If you would now like to take your seat. We will now proceed to announcing our Outstanding Achievement Student Awards. These awards are given to individuals who have been nominated by their departments as showing the most promise in their fields or been recognised as the most inspirational in their class. In a moment, I would like to ask our guest of honour and keynote speaker, Mark Simmers, to present one of our Outstanding Achievement Awards this afternoon. But before I do, I would like to share a bit about Mark. Mark is an entrepreneurial business leader and commercialisation specialist with over 35 years international experience in sales, marketing and business development. Mark graduated from Bristol University in economics and accounting and began his career with IMG commercialising and managing global professional golf events. In 2011, Mark graduated from the prestigious Salter Foundation Global Entrepreneurial Fellowship Programme, which included an MBA at Babson College, Boston, USA. Mark helped to co-found Celtic Renewables in the late 2011 and has been CEO since its inception, securing over £65 million of investment to fund the successful scaling of the company's technology from a lab benchtop to a commercial manufacturing process and for construction of the company's first operational biorefinery at Claydon Green in Grangemouth. Mark has won numerous investment and business awards on behalf of Celtic Renewables and has built a strong and dynamic team at the company. Mark is married with 3 children and is a keen sportsman. When time allows, he focuses on tennis, golf, skiing and paddleboarding. But before I ask Mark to come forward, I would like to announce the first award this afternoon, which is the most inspirational student in the Department of STEM and Construction. This award is kindly sponsored by Forth Valley Chamber of Commerce. The winner of this award is George Macbeth.
I was quite shocked when I found out that I had won the award.
Unfortunately,
I was quite shocked when I found out that I had won the award. It was at work and I was on shift and I got a voicemail on my break and I was reading it, I was like, this must be a scam or a wind up. And then it hit me when I was sitting in my chair the next day and I was getting phone calls from my mum telling me to answer my emails. And it was quite a great thing to find out, because it's nice to get recognised for the work you put in. And I feel like something that's helped me with this is my lecturers, and they've been really great this whole year. So I can owe it to them for being very supportive and helpful in class.
unfortunately, George can't be with us today, but we're delighted to recognise his outstanding achievement at our ceremony today. Mark, if I can please ask you to come forward. The next award being announced this afternoon is the most promising student in the Department of STEM and Construction, which is kindly sponsored by OCS. The winner of this award is Chloe Baird.
I actually found out about this award on my birthday, so it was a big double celebration for me. I was extremely shocked to receive the news, but extremely proud of myself. I'm so grateful for whoever nominated me and for all the support that the college has given me, and I wouldn't have achieved this without them.
Congratulations, Chloe. If you could please come forward and collect your award. Mark, if I can ask you to take a seat for a moment, please. The final award being announced this afternoon is the most promising student in the Department of Care, Sport, Business and Communities, which is kindly sponsored by the Rotary Club of Falkirk. The winner of this award is Lyle Johnson. Unfortunately, Lyle can't be with us today, but we are delighted to recognise his outstanding achievement at the ceremony today. His lecturer, Christina Beamish, has also shared a few words on why Lyle was put forward for this award.
He has really grown in confidence over his time studying at college. It was just the right environment for him to be in. He's very thoughtful and hardworking and mature and respected by both his classmates, his lecturers, and the placement staff. In placement, he really stood out as somebody who connected with people and deeply aware of the challenges that children face. And he desired to be someone that they could rely on. And likewise in class, he was a very helpful, dependable class colleague. And a favourite quote that I heard Lyle say is that there is nothing I'd rather do with the rest of my life than make a meaningful difference to children's lives. And that's what he's on the journey of doing. He's already started it and he's continuing now in higher education at Stirling University, and we're also proud of him.
Mark, thank you for presenting one of our awards earlier. If I can now ask you to deliver your keynote speech to our graduation audience.
Principal, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly graduates. Thank you, Vari and Kenny, for those kind introductions. Absolutely delighted to be here today and extremely honoured. Kenny recently attended a film launch that we did for Celtic Renewables and asked if I'd come along today, and I was very, very honoured to be asked, so thank you. First of all, I'd like to add my huge congratulations to all of you graduating today. It's a great achievement and obviously a special day for you, but also for your family and friends here supporting. In the last couple of years, I've attended graduations for my 2 older children, and I know firsthand what a wonderful day it is, but I also know the hard work and dedication that you've all put in to achieve the very well-earned qualifications, and so really well done to all of you. As Vary said, I'm CEO of Celtic Renewables, based here in Grangemouth. We first came here in 2018 to start building our initial biorefinery. We were 10 people at that stage. We're now 65 and continue to grow. Not getting too technical, but we take the leftovers of making food and drink from agriculture, and we put it through a process to make chemicals that would normally come from fossil fuel. So turning other people's effectively waste into chemicals. And all those chemicals currently come from fossil fuel, and they go into thousands of everyday products, be it medicines, paints, creams, cosmetics, fragrances. So all the things that we use on a daily basis that rely on fossil fuel. And we are creating that transition to basically a greener world where we don't have to rely on fossil fuel anymore. And it's brilliant to be leading effectively what is a Scottish innovation. No one's ever done this in the world before. So what's happening literally a mile away from here is a first of a kind. And our plan is to build a much bigger biorefinery on the old Petroineos site. We're hoping to start developing that next year, really representing a new industry and a new transition in the coming years. So, and part of us becoming involved in the community and industry here is very much working with the college. We've just launched a new apprenticeship scheme, literally sort of 3-4 months ago, and that's a big step forward for us as we really sort of grow the talent for this new future. So hopefully there may well be some of you who are graduating today for whom we might be of interest. As I reflected on today, I did, and as Vary said, graduated many years ago from Bristol University. Actually, I've just realised that I started my studies at the same time as Kenny, so we must be of a similar age. But I thought, what would I say to myself as a 22-year-old young graduate, looking back in terms of what has transpired and what I've learned since then? And you know, there's a number of different things that I thought about. When I graduated, my career path was completely mapped out. I was going to be 4th-generation accountant in Glasgow, following my father, grandfather, and my great-grandfather before me. And so I embarked on that as my career. And within about a year, I realized that was a serious mistake, and actually it wasn't for me at all. But actually, like my maternal grandfather, I'd always had a real sort of entrepreneurial spirit. And so my career has been more of that as an entrepreneur, you know, finding opportunities and following my own path. And some of that's gone well, some of it hasn't gone well, and that's the sort of entrepreneurial journey. But yeah, having left accountancy, I joined IMG, International Sports Marketing Company, organising large professional golf tournaments. Now that might sound very glamorous. Certainly I thought it was going to be really glamorous, but actually the first golf tournament I got involved in, my boss said, Mark, you're in charge of litter collection. And there's a team of 1, and you're responsible for sorting out the whole golf course. So that was a bit of a sort of bring me back to earth with a bump. But I think the key thing with that was if you're given a job to do, then do it to your utmost capability, and that's what I did. Impressed my boss, and then I had an amazing 5 years there, so travelling all over the world, and had some amazing times, some pretty challenging times as well. But continued through the sort of sports marketing industry for about 15 years, included running my own business in Glasgow for a while. But that sort of came to an end. I then had a spell actually selling country clothing around Scotland to various independent retailers. but then decided it was time for a change and went back into education and embarked on an entrepreneurial MBA program, which ultimately led me to founding Celtic Renewables, and then I've been leading that business over the last sort of 15 years. So I realized that actually the path that I set out on was not one that actually I thought was for me. And so I think my advice to myself now would be find your own path, use your own judgment, trust your instincts, and then work hard to develop what that is. And hopefully for many of you that will resonate. As I've also worked through my career, you gain experience, you gain lots of knowledge. But sometimes one of the most uncomfortable things to do in a career is actually to build your network and to really interact with people. Because it's interaction with people, as I've found, that creates the most success. And that would be the second piece of advice to my younger self, is overcome that inhibition to build a network. Be present, show up, and be yourself. And I think that's absolutely critical, is be really genuine in interaction with people as you move forward. And it's amazing what can come out of that. One example I always come back to is actually in my days with IMG, I was working out in Manila in the Philippines, running a golf tournament for Johnny Walker. And we used to have to ship loads of equipment all around the world to get these tournaments to work. And customs and getting stuff into Philippines was really, really difficult. And about 5 days before the tournament, my freight forwarder came and said, that last container with all the merchandise for the spectators, the players, all the VIPs coming to the event is stuck in customs. And I was like, oh my goodness me, that's a disaster. And that evening I was briefing our volunteers, so the scoreboard carriers and the marshals and everybody that helps make one of these big events happen. And at the end of the briefing, this slightly annoying guy came up to me and sort of said, I'm really well connected. I'm sure I can help you with something, and gave me his business card. But I was so preoccupied with the problem that I was facing that I sort of slightly dismissed him. Anyway, the following morning, came into the office, phone rang, even bigger problem. The port's now shut for 3 days for a holiday, so there's no chance we're getting a container. And at that moment, I looked down at this guy's card, and I'll never forget his name for the rest of my life. This is nearly 30 years ago. His name was Roy Sangster. And I thought, you know what, I'll just give him a call. So I said, Roy, it's Mark Simmers, you met me last night. And I explained the problem. And I said, on Tuesday, which is the opening of the tournament, we've got Greg Norman, Jack Nicklaus, Nick Faldo, Colin Montgomery playing golf with the president of the Philippines, who's a really keen golfer. And in rather hushed tones, he said, Mark, I'm actually playing golf with the president at the moment. I'll need to phone you back. He phoned me back 20 minutes later and said, you'll have your container this afternoon. We've opened the port specially for you. And I always think back of that sort of, you never quite know who you meet and the connections you make, what the outcome might be. So I think, that was the advice to my younger self is continue to meet people, to make connections, and you never know where that might lead. I think also I reflect that my career took a real downturn in 2009. I was leading one of the UK's biggest sports governing bodies, and ultimately that didn't end particularly well. And so I was a real sort of, bad point in my career, lost my confidence. But actually, it was education that brought me back to what I'm now doing, and getting involved in that MBA program that took me forward. And so I think my advice to my younger self on that basis is and as Kenny said earlier, this is not the end of the learning journey. And for me, my advice would be never stop learning. There's that sort of old cliche that every day is a school day. Well, actually, I think in my case, it is, and it has continued to be, whether it's about leadership or health or well-being at work, whether it's about investment structures and tax advice, or whether it's about microbiology and engineering, actually of which I have a very limited knowledge, but that hasn't stopped me in terms of what we're doing. But I just try to be curious every day and learn something new, and that opens up opportunities. So I hope that you will take that on board. Yeah, so looking back to my younger self, I think those are my sort of 3 bits of advice is, find and follow your own path, and trust your judgment and instinct that that's the way forward. Build your network with people. You never know who, like Roy, might be out there to help you when you least expect him. And never stop learning, because it just continues to open up opportunities. And I think my final piece of advice is that life will be full of highs and lows. Today is hopefully a definite high for all of you. So please remember, I think 2 things. One is take time to celebrate. Too often in my career, something really good happens, but you're just straight on to the next challenge and you forget to just stop and celebrate. So enjoy your celebration today. But also don't be too down about the lows. I mean, I've talked about my career lows, but there's always a path, and there's certainly an opportunity around the corner. As Ari said, I'm a big sports fan, particularly tennis. And some of you may know, but as you walk out onto centre court at Wimbledon, above the door leading to that centre court is a famous line about triumph and disaster, which was from Rudyard Kipling's wonderful poem, If. And so as I close my address today, I'd just like to read you that poem. It's a piece of writing that I first read at school a long time ago, and I return to it at times of both triumph and disaster. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all people doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those 2 impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on where there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all people count on you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a wonderful person. And so, to all you wonderful people graduating here today, I would say yours is the earth and everything that's in it. Many congratulations to you all. Enjoy this special day, and may I wish you success, good health, and much happiness in your future. Thank you.
Well, graduates and guests, I would like to draw our graduation ceremony to a close. But before I do, I'd like to take this opportunity to say it has been a great pleasure to join you all here this afternoon. It's fantastic to see you all celebrate your hard work and success, and to see firsthand the positive impact that Forth Valley College has had on your lives. At Forth Valley, we make learning work, whether that be for students, the local economy, community, sector partners, or the many employers we work with. But for now, please join me in thanking Mark Simmers for his inspirational speech and for taking the time to celebrate with us today. Mark, please accept this small gift as a token of our appreciation. And of course, course, we'd also like to take this opportunity to thank those who have sponsored this year's Outstanding Achievements Awards, including the Forth Valley Chamber of Commerce, the Rotary Club of Falkirk, FES, Drummond Laurie Chartered Accountants, Central FM and Brian Mass Media. And to all our partners we work with over the year, thank you for your continued support. I would also like to thank Aloha Bomar Pipe Band, which lends such a distinctive feel to our event. They will pipe us out in just a few minutes. A huge thanks also to Greg Cahoon, our BSL signer from Just Sign, for ensuring our event was inclusive and accessible to all. Your support made a real difference. Graduates, you may also want to take the time this afternoon to thank family members and friends who have supported you during your time with us. A small housekeeping request. Can I ask all graduates and their guests to wait until the stage party have left the stage before vacating the hall, and to vacate via the door to your left. Graduates, please also return your gowns prior to leaving the campus today. Thank you for all your help with this. Thanks also to all our guests who have joined us this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the ceremony and that you will now join us for some refreshments in the Antonite Suite. But most importantly to our graduates, on behalf of myself and the college, we wish you every success for the future. Good luck, congratulations, everyone.